go ahead and stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. All right, Secretary Matias, would you call the roll?
Ms. Slade.
Here, present.
Dr. Fowler is excused. Dr. Flores.
Present.
Matias, present. Pastor Moody.
Present.
Dr. Randalls.
Present.
Mr. Ross. Shotke.
Present.
President Baker.
Here. All right, can I get a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
Support.
Everybody in support, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? All right. We have no board celebrations tonight. Public comment, board agenda items. Any public comment?
I have none.
All right. Secretary's report.
Okay,
Get a chance.
here I go. August 2nd is our state primary, and so we want to encourage all folks to vote. It's taking place August 2nd. Additional information regarding who is running and the various seats is available at www.accesskent.com. Get out and vote. Also, November 8th, our general elections, there are going to be 4 seats open on the Grand Rapids Public School Board with 4 terms starting January 1st, 2017 through December 31st, 2020. If you're interested in running for the seat on the board, please be aware of the following criteria. Must be a U.S. citizen, must be a registered voter, must be a resident of Grand Rapids Public School District's boundaries. Filing location is at the Grand Rapids City Clerk's Office at 300 Monroe Avenue Northwest. Filing requirements, an affidavit of identity is required. Petitions containing the sufficient signatures or non-refundable filing fee for $100. Petition signatures required are based on the population of the school district and must be registered electors of the school district. The filing deadline is at the city clerk's office by 4 o'clock on Tuesday, July 26th. And then September 6th, believe it or not, school is going to be starting again. If you're new to the area, please call the Community Student Affairs Office via 819-2150 for information. Register your child for school, please. Students are required to wear uniforms at all GRPS schools. Information is available online at www.grps.org/uniforms. Or you can call the communications office at 819-2149. And that's it.
All right, thank you. Superintendent's report.
Dr. Baker and members of the board, I would like to just report that Lincoln School and Lincoln Developmental Center will be closed tomorrow due to the power outage. And we want to make sure that our cooling system is working, and so just so people will know. And we did send it out over Grail and for the community, but just wanted an opportunity to share. That is it for me.
All right, thank you. Action items. Can I get a motion to, do we need to do this separately or both at the same time? Together. Okay, we can do them together. So a motion for ratification of the 2 contracts.
So moved. Support.
All right, any discussion? Definitely happy to get this done.
Yes.
All right. All right, you can call
Ms.
the roll.
Slade.
Yes.
Dr. Flores.
Yes.
Matias, yes. Pastor Moody.
Yes.
Dr. Randalls.
Yes.
Mr. Ross.
Yes.
Shotke.
Yes.
President Baker.
Yes.
All yeas.
All right, can I get a motion to approve the purchasing agenda?
So moved. Support.
All right, any discussion? Call the roll.
Okay. Ms. Slade.
Yes.
Dr. Flores.
Yes.
Dr. Matias, yes. Pastor Moody.
Yes.
Dr. Randalls.
Yes.
Mr. Ross.
Yes.
Shotke.
Yes.
President Baker.
Yes. All right, and a motion for the consent agenda grouping.
So moved.
You want, oh, hold on a second. Dr.
I-
Flores?
Yeah, I would like to, if I could, move that we remove and vote separately on the administrative appointment.
So you want to make a motion for the consent agenda minus
Minus.
the appointment?
Yes.
Can I get a second for that?
Second.
All right. No discussion. Go ahead and call the roll. So this is for the consent agenda minus the administrative appointment.
Okay. Ms. Slade,
Yes.
Dr. Flores,
Yes.
Dr. Matias, yes. Pastor Moody,
Yes.
Dr. Randalls,
Yes.
Mr. Ross,
Yes.
Ms. Shotke,
Yes.
President Baker.
Yes. Okay, the, Dr. Flores has, would like to raise a question regarding the administrative appointment, but prior to making a motion, would you like to have Sharon come up so that way we can discuss this? So, and then,
Absolutely.
so Dr. Flores, could you go ahead and make your?
Yes. My question, based on my experience with the district for 30 years, and recognizing that roles have changed over time, and they may have in fact changed since I retired. My question relates to what is the role of the Dean of Students, and particularly, does the Dean of Students have, or are they involved in teacher evaluations?
I'm going to ask, may I ask Dr. Gorman to come up and actually talk about their role, because he's more familiar with that, but I can answer your question about the evaluation. You are correct. At one time, they were involved in the evaluation process, but I know for at least 2 years they have not, and they were not involved this year in evaluating teachers because many of them do not have instructional backgrounds. And once we went with the Cambridge model of verifying and working on who could evaluate, we determined that deans did not have the requisite educational instructional background to be able to do that.
Okay, thank you. I'm pleased to hear that.
Yeah, so our deans of students in our buildings are individuals who essentially deal with culture and climate, lead some of the PBIS work that takes place in buildings. I can think of, some rock star deans we have in buildings who are really not only, dealing with discipline on the discipline side, but we're also encouraging them to be involved in celebrations of students as well. But unfortunately, a large part of their role is with discipline. But in regards to evaluating instructional staff, they do not have those instructional backgrounds, so therefore, they do not evaluate teachers.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
Anything else? Okay, thank you.
So before further discussion, can we get a motion to support the administrative appointment?
So moved.
Second.
Second. Any further discussion? All right, you call the roll.
Okay. Ms. Slade,
Yes.
Dr. Flores,
Yes.
Matias, yes. Pastor Moody,
Yes, sir.
Dr. Randalls,
Yes.
Mr. Ross,
Yes.
Shotke,
Yes.
President Baker.
Yes. All right, discussion items. We are, a couple of things have come up, but we have planned our board retreat to be on August 22nd. A couple people have also raised issues that they may not be available on the second Monday, which would be August 8th, which would be our, usually our board work session. And basically, unless anyone has a problem with this, we would cancel the August 8th work session in lieu of the August 22nd board retreat. Does anybody have any problem? No one's
August
deep.
the 22nd, you said?
Yeah, August the 22nd would be our board retreat, and we discussed that at the last meeting. But we did not discuss what to do with the August 8th work session, and so it doesn't make much sense for us to have it unless people are really brokenhearted. So, nope,
No.
Nate's fine with it? All right,
fine.
so, okay, let's do that. And then secondly, and I think in the board packet, there's information about the annual CUBE conference. So this is September 29th to October 1st. We've had people go to the spring. Didn't some people go to the fall one last year?
Tias and I.
You guys went?
Yeah.
We
okay.
did.
Is there interest in going, where was it last year? It was like Nashville or something? Or no,
The cube was at Boston.
Arizona.
Arizona.
The spring CUBE,
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember.
but the
Arizona.
fall one was Arizona, okay. And this year it is in Miami. So September 29th to October 1st. Do we have a deadline for when we need to? Okay. Anybody immediately definitely want to plan on that? It might be bad timing. I'm sure if it was in January, we might.
Yeah, that would be nice.
So-
January
but-
would have been
But it
better.
would be certainly more suspect. So,
True.
we wouldn't talk about it openly. So, how about if someone is interested, it is in your packet, go to the CUBE. Again, the CUBE conference has been very worthwhile for everyone that's
Very good.
participated. It's really helped. And,
Yeah.
and I would say it's definitely a great opportunity for professional development for the board. So why don't you kind of check it out, think about it, and then get back by the next board meeting. But Julie is really the one who's going to be, unless we get, if 2 or 3 sign up and go, more than that, we'd probably have to discuss as a board if we want to invest more in that. But anyway, it looks like it would probably be a pretty fantastic time. So, okay. Public comment for anything? Everybody here. So. Okay. Superintendent's comments.
No comment.
All right. Board member comments. I'm going to start with Ms. Slade and work towards Ms. Sharkey.
No comment.
All right.
I like short meetings.
That was common.
Well, but my comments, I figured we should use all our time wisely, so I'll give lengthier comments.
Yeah, I have no comments.
No comments. Mr. Ross?
No lengthy comment, but I guess I was sitting here pondering if as a district, do we have a role in contributing to community conversation about recent events, particularly when you have a district that's full of probably some young people I've talked to who have a new sense of feeling threatened with recent events, and just wondering as a district, do we have a role? I don't know. That's what I was thinking.
Sure.
So Larry Johnson has been a part of those conversations, and we are planning a response for our students when they return, as well as for families and staff members, because we do need a place to hold this, and so we are planning that for the district.
Did you want more information?
No, just a random thought, really.
Okay.
Good.
Dr. Randalls?
I just wanted to read a little something that I wrote, that over the past 5 years, the district has improved significantly, which is gratifying to see. There's more work to be done. And I've been still using my office as the barometer for feedback, and families really have a growing confidence in GRPS, and I've been grateful to be part of this elected body. Many people have worked very, very hard and long hours to affect positive change for the education of the students in GRPS, and I want to thank everyone involved, students and teachers, parents, friends, guardians, et cetera, staff, administration. I received a 1.5-year extension thanks to the legislators. This work is rewarding and requires a significant time commitment, and I have my practice in my own family and a growing business that are preventing me from seeking a second term. I will still be advocating for my students from my office. This work is not done until every student is seen as precious and knows that they are precious. Then there will be equity and greatness for all students. But be certain that I won't be working very hard until I leave this office, and last day of office in January, or December. Thank you.
No comment. Well, we will sadly miss you. I just would like to comment that I think that the district is moving forward, and I think that we're definitely seeing a greater level of transparency. I raised the issues with respect to staff today because I continue to be committed to ensuring that our district hires and appoints administrative staff and teaching staff that are highly qualified in their respective areas and that have classroom experience. I think that is important as we move forward and evaluate our staff appropriately. I think we've got some great teachers out there, and I hate to see anybody's career derailed because of an inadequate or unqualified assessment of their skills. And so I'm gratified that we're moving in the right direction, and will continue to be vigilant as I move forward, or we move forward. Thank you.
Ms. Howkey?
But no comment from me tonight.
I wasn't really thinking about the timing on this, but yeah, unless you're going to put your name in the next 8 days, you wouldn't be on the ballot. And so, golly, it's like, so 5.5 years, and it's been a pretty remarkable 5.5 years. So I think that your election and the leadership you had shortly after led to certainly the superintendent and the success that we've seen. So it's a big loss. We can say other words for, I guess, December's meeting. So anyway, but it's, yeah, it's a loss.
Thank you.
I do appreciate Renard Mr. Ross, Vice President Ross, raising the question. I mean, I've thought about this as a professor at Ferris, what it would have been like if these incidents had been happening during an academic year, and I've talked to our leadership, diversity leadership at Ferris, and you know, even though it's in a way fortunate that it's not happening because of the responsibility, it's unfortunate in that I think that schools and universities give students a place to go to work towards that, and it's really nice to know that Grand Rapids Public Schools is thinking about how its place is in relationship to that, and hopefully our schools are a place that students can feel welcome and able to express their ideas and frustrations. And finally, I want to thank those of you. So I put some people on the spot on last week at the Success Fest because I was asked to do somewhat of a man in the streets, you know, interviews to make a point. And again, to be honest, I really don't know whose point it is, but I helped to make the point about jargon in the district. And so some of you were able to get Rick Noel, I think, saw me with the microphone, and he hasn't been seen since. I told him I'm coming back to you. I was like, I hope, because he was gone, and he's still not here.
He's still
gone. So tell Rick that I'm done. You know, so it's okay for him to come back. But, you know, so basically it was a parody of all of the jargon that's used in education today. But I do have to say, and I said this to Teresa as I was having fun with her, of course at other people's expenses, you know. So it was really how remarkable that there was that one of the things about jargon is jargon if it's not something that's shared, you know, if it's just used technically and doesn't have a meaning. But what I really got the impression of is the way jargon like GRIT and PBIS and all these other acronyms that I'm learning has become a shared language, and that's not jargon. It's shared language around a vision about what education should look like for young people, and it's definitely grounded here. So I wanted to say that I was very impressed with with that discussion and what I learned about the staff as a result of it. And hopefully, we'll all look good when that's produced. So anyway, that none of us end up looking embarrassed. So this is great. So sorry to keep the meeting going. So it's 23 minutes in, so we'll stop. Meeting's adjourned.